I've had my Beta RR125LC from the year 2022 for over a year now, and I've had some great experiences with it, so I decided to share it with you. So this bike has a 125cc liquid-cooled 4-stroke fuel-injected engine made by Yamaha, and it makes around 15 horsepower, which is the upper limit of the A1 license category. Beta even had to use a restricted ECU and a paper air filter instead of textile, so the bike isn't too strong for its category, because as I've said, 15 horsepower is the upper limit. And even though the exhaust contains a catalysator, the bike still sounds great and it feels like it has plenty of power. I'm 182 centimeters tall and I weigh around 70 kilos.
And I have to say, the bike's geometry feels fantastic to me. And since the bike only weighs 98 kilograms, that makes it really easy to throw it around. If you take a longer trip, the sitting position is very comfortable, plus the seat is quite soft. But if you ride on some off-road trails, the standing position is decent as well. Even if you're below my height, don't worry, I would definitely recommend it from like 170 centimeters, but if needed, you can adjust the rear shock.
After geometry, I would like to mention the suspension.
This is Beta's R16V factory suspension. Sadly, it isn't adjustable at the front and only slightly adjustable at the rear, but fortunately, it is very well dialed in stock and it does a great job whether it's an enduro track or a go-kart circuit. Even though I wasn't riding the supermoto version, I think the suspension settings are the same.
Brakes on this bike are pretty much normal, but here is the first thing that I don't really like.
For some reason, you have to pull the front brake lever quite hardly to get great stopping power. So that means that if you're doing some stoppies or you have to do emergency braking, you will probably have to use at least 2 fingers to pull the lever. On the other hand, the clutch is very easy to pull with only 1 finger, which is a huge positive for doing enduro and stunt tricks.
Since I do a lot of wheelies, the rear brake is really important, and luckily the rear brake is really good. And there's still one thing that I have to mention. You might wonder what is CBS and how does it work.
As you can see, on my bike I have de-attached it, but in stock form an extra brake cable goes from the rear brake to the front brake caliper and it makes one of the 3 brake cylinders work, which is in a separate system from your normal front brake. So getting rid of it won't do anything to your front brake if it's done correctly. So basically, if you use your rear brake, it will slightly stop the front wheel as well. I also forgot to mention that I've only changed 2 things so far on my bike. For tires, I've been using the Mitas MC23s, and I have to say they did a great job on every surface I've been on so far. And since the stock chain was quite weak, I decided to go for a thicker one, and I chose a DID X-Ring chain, which now holds up great. You can get both of these things at Gmoto, and if you use my code, you can get a 10% discount at the checkout.
The next topic is fuel consumption. So the factory data for fuel consumption is 1.9 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers, which means that the bike should be able to complete 375 kilometers with only 1 tank, which sounds quite ridiculous for me. Yeah, it's not too far off in reality. I'm just saying that for me it's more like 2.5 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers, which is still really good. And I think I can do around 280 kilometers with 1 tank. The biggest positive about this bike is that It doesn't need any rebuild. You just do the basic maintenance
such as oil and oil filter changes every 4 or 5,000 kilometers, and you're good to go. This engine has already proved its capabilities, and it has been used in other brands' bikes since the early 2010s, and if it's maintained correctly, it can easily survive 50,000 kilometers. As conclusion, I could recommend this bike to basically anybody out there, because it's friendly, but it definitely has the capabilities to do some extreme stuff as well. At this point, I feel like I won't ever sell this bike. I've made so many great memories, and I have learned many incredible tricks with it, so yeah, I really love it. And I hope that you will love it too if you decide to buy one. Thank you for watching, I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one.